If you recently moved to Canada, taxes can feel confusing. Federal tax, provincial tax, CRA rule, foreign income, credit benefits, it's a lot. But don't worry, today I'm breaking everything down in the simplest possible way so you finally understand how Canada's tax system work as a newcomer. Hi guys, it's Saurabh from Saurabh Talk. I moved to Canada and I exactly know how confusing the tax system in your first year. But in this video, I'll explain taxes like you are my friend, simple, clear, and step by step. If you are a student, worker, peer applicant, or a new immigrant, this video is for you. So let's start. In Canada, everything pay two type of income tax. Federal tax, same across Canada. Provincial tax, depend on where you live. You only pay income tax if you earn money. So taxes are not automatically based on being as a newcomer, they are based on the income. So let's begin with what makes you a tax resident. This part is very important for immigrants. The CRA doesn't care about your visa, they care about your residence. You live in Canada, you rented or bought a home, you have a job here, your spouse or children moved with you. If you have these ties, CRA consider you as a tax resident and you must report your worldwide income from the day you become a resident. For example, if you move to Canada on July 1st, you only report income from July 1st to December 31st. Simple. So that it's come to the next part. Do you need to report income from India? For example, if you came from that country, or you can consider any other country like where you are coming. So this is where newcomer get confused. After becoming a tax resident, yes, you must report all income from India. Income from India includes salary, bank interest, renting property, business income. Important point is here. Reporting doesn't always mean you will pay tax. Canada has tax treaties with India to avoid double taxation. Now let's talk about something that confuses almost every newcomer, tax brackets. And a lot of people think that if they move into higher tax bracket, suddenly all their money gets taxed at higher rate. But that's not how the Canada system works. Canada uses as a progressive tax system, which basically means this: the government tax different part of your income at different rates. Think of it like climbing stairs. Each step has its own tax rate. You don't jump from the bottom to the top in one go. You climb one step at a time. The first portion of your income, imagine the first step, is taxed at lower rate, and once you earn more than that limit, only the extra amount move to the next step and get taxed at slightly higher rate. And you earn more and more, only the top portion keep moving up to the higher bracket. So your whole income is never taxed at the highest rate. It's only amount that crosses into the next bracket. Let me explain this is in a simple way. Imagine you earn $50,000. Your first chunk of income is taxed at lowest rate. The next chunk, the tax rate, and so on. So the tax system slicely your income into pieces, and each piece get taxed separately. That's why people are saying Canada has a fair system, because everyone pay the same rate on the same portion of your income, and the more you earn and the more you pay on your top portion, but the rest of your income stay at the lowest rate. This progressive system help the government fund important service like healthcare, schooling benefit, and all of that, while still keeping things fair for lower and middle income earners. So remember this: moving into higher tax bracket doesn't mean you lose your money. It just means only the extra income you earn will be a taxable or a bit higher. And no need to panic or worry about earning more. It actually always benefit for you. So now we're gonna talk about first time filing taxes in Canada. So your first tax return is usually the most confusing. Here is what you need. Your SIN number, T4 from your employer or pay stub, rent receipt, tuition receipt if you are a student, bank investment slips if you have any investment, date you become a tax resident. You file tax every year between February to April 30. Now we're gonna talk about the benefits and the credit for immigrants. This is where newcomers save money. And even you can save the money as well. Like for example, we can GST, HST credit. Free quarterly money from Canadian government. You qualify based on your income. The second one is climate action intensive. Free money for people living in provinces like Ontario, Alberta, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan. They got these benefits. And the third one is Canada Child Benefit. We call CCB as well. If you have a kids, this is one of the biggest benefit. So you should apply for that and you are eligible as per your incomes. And the next one is tuition tax credit. That's for the all the international students. Whenever we gonna file the taxes, the tuition fees can we can help to reimburse the tax. The next one is medical expenses credit. You can also apply for that. The last one is first time home buyer. These credit reduce your tax and sometimes give you cash. For example, if you have a TFSA, RRSP, and many more. So these kind of plan, if you have, you can save some of the taxes that we're gonna discuss in the next chapter. How to reduce your tax legally. So let's talk about. There are three way you can reduce your tax. Number first is RRSP, register retirement saving plan. You get a tax deduction. You save your money for your retirement. The higher your income, the bigger tax saving you can get with this plan. And the second one is TFSA, tax-free saving account. Invest tax-free. Whatever the money you want to withdraw from that account, that's all tax-free. And that's best for beginner. If you need more information about these topic, put a comment there and I'll make a video for that. So let's talk about number third, start a side business. So you can claim any business and then you can claim for the taxes like phone bill, internet, car mileage, laptop, home office, software. So you can claim if you are holding a mobile car detailing business or are you a real estate, then you can claim this kind of stuff. Let's talk about employment versus business versus investment income. So this is the biggest secret people never know. Employment income, highest tax, no deduction. Business income, lower tax, many deduction, great for side hustlers. Investment income, lower tax, capital gains and dividend are taxed by the favorables. TFSA makes it 100% tax free. If you are investing in the TFSA and getting a good money, you don't have to pay any taxes. So now let's talk about a tool that every immigrant should use. The first is Wealth Simple Tax Calculator, CRA, My Account, Arrive Can Newcomer, Starter Guide, Credit Karma for credit scores. Taxes in Canada feel complicated, but once you understand the basics, it's actually very simple. This video help you. Please like and comment help in the comment section and subscribe to Saurav Talk because I am making more videos on tax-free strategy, TFSA and RRSP explain in details, best Canadian ETFs, and some more informative videos that can make your journey more easy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter.